Garden of the Soul, Chapter 2, The Hushroot. The path did not disappear after the doubt vine. It continued, quietly and steadily, though the keeper now walked with a different awareness. The questions had not vanished. They lingered, softer now, like echoes that no longer needed answers. And in their place, something else began to emerge. The ground changed first, not visibly, and not in a way that could be named, but in a way it felt underneath each step. Slightly heavier, slightly deeper, as though something beneath the surface had begun to gather. The keeper slowed, not out of hesitation this time, but because the garden itself seemed to ask for it. There were no vines here, no interruptions across the path, only a quiet stillness that carried weight. Then, without warning, the keeper felt it. A pull, not forward, but downward. They knelt. The soil was dark and cool to the touch. At first, it seemed like any other part of the garden, soft, layered, alive in the way all earth is alive. But as the keeper pressed their hands into it, something responded. A faint warmth. Subtle, almost imagined. The keeper brushed the soil aside, then a little more. And there, just beneath the surface, something moved. Not quickly, not aggressively, but with intention. Roots. Not the kind that spread out and vanished into the unseen. These were different. They coiled and gathered, they held, and within them, there was a glow. Not bright, not enough to illuminate the space around it, but enough to be seen. The keeper leaned closer. The glow was not random. It followed patterns, lines and curves that seemed familiar. Not shapes or symbols, something else. Words. Not written, but formed. The keeper did not read them all at once. They revealed themselves slowly, as though they had been waiting for the moment they would be noticed. Please, the keeper stilled. Stop. The soil shifted slightly, as though the roots themselves had drawn closer. Enough. The keeper pulled her hand back, not in fear, but in recognition. These were not foreign things. They were not planted by the garden. They had been placed there, left unspoken, pressed down, covered over. And still they grew. The keeper sat back, the earth resting against their palms. The glow did not fade. It remained steady and patient, not demanding to be uncovered and not forcing its way to the surface, only waiting. The keeper looked along the path. Everything above seemed unchanged. The trees still stood and the light still filtered through the leaves. But now it was clear. What lay beneath was shaping everything that grew above it. The keeper hesitated, not because they didn't understand, but because they did. Slowly they reached forward again, not to dig and not to uncover everything all at once, but to listen. A single word rose more clearly than the others, not louder, just ready. The keeper took a breath and spoke. The sound was quiet, almost swallowed by the garden itself, but it was enough. The soil shifted, not dramatically and not all at once, but something loosened. The roots did not vanish, they did not retreat, they changed. Their hold softened, their tension eased, and the glow grew just slightly brighter. It wasn't enough to light the path, and not enough to reach beyond the soil, but it was enough to be felt. The keeper sat in it for a while, not rushing and not forcing, understanding now that not everything buried needed to be removed. Some things needed only to be met. When the keeper finally stood, the path remained, unbroken, but something within it had shifted. The ground felt lighter, not because what lay beneath was gone, but because it was no longer hidden in the same way. The keeper took another step, and the garden quietly responded.